everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with the 17th layout using the July hip kit. I didn't go through the whole procedure of showing you what I'm going to use for this page because my sole purpose right now is to try and finish up those washi tapes. So I have managed to get 20 layouts done with this kit. So I have 3 more to share and then I'll be done with the July kit. I've already started with the August kit and I have my September kit sitting there and I've ordered my October kit. So little bit behind. One thing that I've mentioned before, but I'm going to mention it again. I usually upload a video every second day, and in the last, I'd say for the month of September, that's kind of been off and on. Sometimes I'd go 5 days without uploading a video, and 2-3 days, and it's because I'm working on a lot of stuff. One, I'm revamping my whole YouTube channel, so I'm going to have a schedule. I'm going to upload on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and sometimes on the weekend. How's that? And so up to 4 videos a week. There's going to be specific days for like hip kit might be on Wednesday, let's say, and then scrap from my stash will be from another day. Or anyway, I haven't really decided on the logistics of everything, so that's one thing. I'm also working on finishing up my class. Now, I have to say, my part is done. My whole, all the videos are done and everything. And, but I guess I'm going to have to fire my web designer. Oh, wait a second. I can't fire him. He's my husband. So he's having a bit of issues finishing up the blog and everything. And of course, that's where the class is going to be available, so it's kind of important that it's done. So the class might, I had said the end of September, it might be delayed by a week or so, but I'll keep you updated here. And don't worry, a lot of people, are asking me, how are we going to know? I'm going to do a promo video that, I'll have the date on in the video and everything will be mentioned in there. So working on a whole bunch of stuff. So that's why this last month it's been sort of on and off, because working on a ton of stuff. And if you find my voice is sounding like a kind of froggy today, I think I'm starting a cold, and I'm like, no, I don't have time for a cold. But anyway, just want to keep you guys updated on that. So I have enough videos right now to upload every second day for probably 2 weeks. So it's not the videos that I'm lacking or the pages, it's the time to actually put these videos together and put them on the web. So hopefully I can squeeze some time doing that. Anyway, so back to the layout. I took those washi tapes that were from the Simple Stories Summer Vibe collection, which, by the way, absolutely love those washi tapes. But man, oh man, was there ever a whole whack of them. You're going to see another layout that I use these almost the rest of the washi tapes. And I just wanted to get them used up because I actually have those in my stash because I didn't know we were going to get them in a kit. So I bought them on my own. So that's why to me it was so important to get these all used up, because I'm thinking I have a whole package of those in my stash. And actually you're going to see me taking them out here in a little bit because I'm going to run out of strips. So I go to the one in my stash and take out a few and kind of finish off that band. So the last time that I had used these, I had kind of drawn a heart with a pencil on my cardstock, and I had kind of filled in sort of the hearts, and I used that as my base, sort of my pattern paper. The second time I kind of did sort of a I won't say a circle, it was more like an oval, and I just put the washi strips into that. Now this time here I decided, oh, it'd be fun if it went vertical, and I knew I didn't have enough washi tape to do the whole page, like right to the top of the 12 by 12 and right to the bottom. So I just kind of went and did sort of a third of the page and went all the way across, and then I knew it was going to be a nice base for my, pictures and my clusters. And this was a super fun way to use the washi tape. And the only thing I was kind of, trying to be careful is not to put two of the same pattern close together, but because I don't have a lot of pattern washi tape left, sometimes, there was some that were fairly close, but at least there was one color in between. And then another thing I did was vary the size of the washi tape, because on those strips you have the wider ones, which are 1/2 inch, and then the 1/4 inch. So I would do like 1 or 2 1/2 inch, and then 1/4 inch, and then 2 rows of 1/4 inch, and then a 1/2 inch, and then also another thing I did was I didn't make so that the washi tape all ended in a straight line on the top and the bottom. I made it so that it was almost like little steps going up and down, and that it adds visual interest to the whole page, and it kind of gives it a different design too. So I like that. And that's going to take me a few minutes, and this layout took me a long time for what it is. And I think it's because once I had all the washi tape down, I just didn't know where to go from that, because all I knew was I wanted to do this, right? See, this is where I went into my stash and got my roll or my package of those Simple Stories washi from the Summer Vibe collection. And so yeah, it took me a bit of time, and I could have cut it down, this video, quite a bit, but I thought I would answer a question. I've had a few people ask, because I mentioned work and stuff, and I think a few times, and they wanted to know, like, can you say in one of your videos, where you work and what you do. So I'm an emergency medical dispatcher, and I work for the ambulance dispatch. I've been there for almost 9 years. It was a total career change when I went there. I was almost 40 years old. I was the oldest person there when I started. I was even older than my boss. And yeah, it was definitely a change. It's an exciting job, and it sounds kind of funny saying exciting, but what I mean by that is just that every day you go to work is never the same. Nothing's ever the same. So, and it's a continual education. We get changes all the time. We have to train all the time. We have to renew our license every 2 years, and we have to do our CPR course every year. And plus, there's courses that they give us all the time. And so it's really interesting. It's always changing, I guess, is what the best way to say. So what does that entail? Well, being an emergency medical dispatcher in our center, I can't talk for any other center, but you have sort of 2 groups of people in there. We're all together, but there's 2 groups of people. You have the call takers and you have the dispatchers. Now, when you first start there, you're a call taker. And what that means is you answer the phone and you're talking directly to the public. So you're talking to the person that needs help, that needs the ambulance, and you're giving instructions, how to do CPR, and if how to control the bleeding, if they have breathing problems, chest pains, um, and administer aspirin, and it's quite involved, everything that we do to help until the medics get there. And then when you've been there for a while, you get trained again and you move on, and then you can do dispatching. Now, it doesn't mean that you'll never call take again. It just means that now you can dispatch. And dispatching, although I'm sure to a lot of people it sounds easier than call taking, because when you're dealing with having to tell someone how to do CPR on their loved one, it is difficult and hard. But dispatching is a different kind of hard. The best way I can explain it is it's a giant game of chess. And a few years back, I had linked a video, and it was something that the company where I work, they had done a video just to kind of show you what it's like, in the center. So I'll link the video down below, and you can click on it, and actually the voice that you hear in the video, not at the beginning, but I guess the first thing I say is, I believe I call out the ambulance. So the first ambulance I call out is Rexton. So that's me on the radio. And then it kind of shows you hear different people on the radio, in French, because we're all bilingual there. And then you hear me, and then I'm the one that ends the video again. I'm the one, kind of, it was an accident that had happened, and they just wanted to show how much things move, not just where it happens, but everywhere. Like, the movement of the ambulance is pretty amazing how it works. So I just thought I'd share that with you, so you can sort of see where I say I'm at work. That is what I'm doing. And now I finished putting down the washi tape. I had a piece of scrap of white cardstock in my stash. I just took it out. It was in that size. I printed a photo of Mason on a Harley Davidson. My daughter's, like his mom, her boyfriend has a Harley Davidson, and Mason is obsessed with bikes. He just loves them. So, and it's funny because he's bilingual. So we'll be, driving around, and he hears the sound and he knows. And he's, instead of saying the bike or look at the bike, he calls it la bike. La bike, la bike. And then we laugh. But anyway, so one weekend here, there was a sort of a reunion, I guess, and every year they have that, and there's Harleys as far as the eyes can see in Shediac. Like they go there for a weekend, and we brought him there one weekend. I thought he was he was so happy. There were so many bikes, and of course there's all different kinds, different colors, and he just was in his glory. He just thought that was pretty awesome. So we were all at my daughter's apartment, and her boyfriend was there with the Harley, and he had given a ride to my mom, which my mom, she's in her 60s, and she had never been on a Harley before, so they just kind of went around the block. And she thought that was pretty cool. And then Mason, the face, right? Like, what? I don't get to sit on the bike. So anyway, he was like, Mason, do you want to come on the bike? And Mason was like, yeah. So they put the little helmet on him, and so he got on the bike, and they just kind of went, just not even up the street, and just kind of back there. It's just a really quiet street. And he talked about it for a week after that he was on the bike. And so I took that piece of white cardstock, I extended it, because I knew I was going to do the journaling right on there, but I knew that I wasn't going to do too much on this layout, because I find when there's a lot of color like this, like with the washi tape, I tried to sort of take it down a notch as far as embellishments. So I took a private Project Life card, and I like that oval in the center, so I just cut it out. I didn't want to, because the rest of it was yellow and I didn't want the yellow, so I cut it out. And then I really liked how that little moped fit next to that kind of nestled in there. But I mean, Harley's not a moped, but I just thought that it went perfectly with this. And then I took the gray alphas that were in one of the kits, and I'm going to spell out Harley Davidson and then ride, and then with the smaller letters I'm just going to put that Harley and then let's ride. So basically the title, which I don't do that very often, it's kind of separated, but it's let's ride that Harley Davidson. I just like the way it kind of fit on the layout here. Then there was, I had a few chipboard left, and one of them said let's ride into the sun, so I thought that was pretty fitting. And then there was a little plus sign that was in black, and I can't remember if I put that on after the video was off, because I think I found it laying somewhere. I'm like, hey, I want to put that on this layout. So you're going to see it in the close-ups if I don't put it with this, during the video. And then I took some enamel dots from my stash and just added enamel dots on that oval in a few places, and that was it. Like, it was and then it was the dilemma. You saw me at one point bringing in some pages. I knew I didn't want to leave it the white cardstock just like that, but I didn't know if I want to put pattern paper in behind, or if I wanted to add another cardstock, which I'm going to decide on another cardstock instead of all the way around, because I didn't want to cut into these washi tapes on the side. I'm just going to end up taking about a half an inch altogether, and I'm going to show the cardstock about half an inch at the top and bottom of the layout. And then I find that it sort of frames in the layout. I like to do that. Either I put the cardstock or the pattern paper on the side to the left or the right, or the top and the bottom. I don't always do all four corners. Like, I'll just do top and bottom, and I like the diversity of that. And then it makes it so this page was very vertical, and by adding the cardstock at the top and the bottom, it just kept that verticalness going. And I don't even know if that's on the video or not. This is the cardstock I'm going to put it on, but I think the video cuts before I actually glue it down. I'm not really sure. For some reason the screen is blue here. But shortly there it is. Shortly the video is going to end, and it's just going to be the close-ups of all the embellishment clusters, and that's going to finish off layout 17. Only 3 layouts left, and today is September 24th. So basically 1 week for all the changes to come on my YouTube channel, and I might be about a week late releasing my class. We're working hard. Every waking moment is on it. Like I said, my part is done. I'm just waiting on the blog to be done. So that's it. Here are some close-ups, and again, thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed this, and if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up if you did. Have a great week. Bye.